Welcome back to AgroWorks USA, the channel where we uncover the untold stories behind the world's most fascinating farming practices. It looks like a creature from the age of dinosaurs. It growls, cries, and lives for up to a century. And today it's being raised for both luxury cuisine and traditional medicine. Meet China's most mysterious and ancient amphibian, the Chinese giant salamander. Once found deep in cold mountain streams and shadowy cave systems, this elusive species is now at the heart of a rapidly growing aquaculture movement. Revered for its rich nutritional profile and believed to enhance immunity and longevity, salamander meat has become a high-value delicacy often served at elite banquets or marketed for medicinal use. But farming a creature that's nearly blind, highly sensitive, and slow to mature presents a complex challenge. In this video, we'll take you inside the specialized world of salamander farming, from egg incubation and carnivorous feeding routines to water purification systems and final harvest. We'll also examine the economic impact, conservation implications, and ethical questions surrounding the domestication of a critically endangered species. So if you're curious about how ancient biodiversity meets high-tech farming and what it means for the future of food and conservation, stay tuned. And if you enjoy deep dives like this, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new episode from AgroWorks USA. The Chinese giant salamander, Andreas davidianus, is the largest amphibian on Earth, growing up to 1.8 meters in length and weighing over 30 kilograms. With a lineage that stretches back over 170 million years, this species is often called a living fossil. It has survived multiple mass extinctions and remains virtually unchanged, offering scientists a glimpse into ancient aquatic life. Despite its intimidating eel-like body, it communicates through a surprising range of sounds, including barking, whining, and crying, earning it the nickname babyfish in Chinese folklore. Native to cold, fast-moving mountain streams and caves, the salamander relies on high oxygen levels and clean water to survive. Unfortunately, its wild populations have plummeted due to habitat loss, water pollution, and excessive harvesting. Today, it is listed as critically endangered by the IUCN. Culturally, the Chinese giant salamander holds deep significance in traditional Chinese medicine TCM, where it is believed to enhance skin health, boost immunity, and extend life expectancy. In cuisine, its meat is regarded as a high-status delicacy, often reserved for luxury banquets or medicinal soups. A single dish can cost hundreds of dollars. The combination of ecological importance and cultural reverence has made this species a focus for both conservationists and commercial farmers. Understanding its unique biology and symbolic role in Chinese society is essential for developing sustainable farming models that preserve its legacy without endangering its future. Breeding the Chinese giant salamander is one of the most sensitive and scientifically demanding phases of the farming cycle. In nature, these amphibians reproduce in cool, oxygen-rich mountain streams during summer. To replicate this, farms meticulously control temperature, oxygen levels, water flow, and lighting in artificial, cave-like enclosures, timed to match their natural breeding patterns. A unique trait of this species is the male's role as a dedicated nest guardian. After females lay eggs in secluded crevices, the male remains to guard them for 5 to 6 months, sometimes eating infected eggs to protect the rest. Many farms allow this process to occur naturally before transferring viable eggs to incubation tanks to boost hatch rates. The eggs hatch in 60 to 75 days into delicate translucent larvae that require optimal water conditions. These larvae are housed in age and size-specific tanks with smooth floors and gentle circulation to avoid injury and reduce stress. Separation by size also minimizes aggression and competition for food. Since larvae are extremely vulnerable, water parameters are closely monitored 24/7. Any drop in oxygen or spike in contamination can result in mass mortality. Early success at this stage not only improves commercial yields, but also contributes to species conservation, offering an alternative to the capture of wild juveniles, which are now endangered. What do you think is the biggest challenge in breeding Chinese giant salamanders? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you like this video, hit like, subscribe to AgroWorks USA, and turn on the bell so you won't miss what's next. After hatching, Chinese giant salamanders enter a delicate growth stage that can last 3 to 5 years, depending on the desired market size. To ensure healthy development, farms replicate the species' natural habitat as closely as possible, using chilled spring water from mountain sources, constant circulation, and controlled oxygenation. These efforts maintain the cool, clean, and well-oxygenated conditions vital for the amphibian's survival. Salamanders are separated by age and size into specialized tanks to prevent aggression, injury, and resource competition. Each tank includes sloped, non-abrasive bottoms to reduce physical harm and features artificial hiding spots that simulate caves, offering a stress-free environment where the animals can rest and feed naturally. Feeding is carefully scheduled, usually once or twice per day, using a high-protein diet of small fish, worms, and formulated pellets designed to meet the species' carnivorous nutritional needs. Uneaten food is promptly removed to maintain water hygiene, preventing the buildup of waste and harmful bacteria. Farm workers inspect tanks daily, observing water clarity, smell, and salamander behavior. Any change may signal illness or stress, prompting immediate intervention. Because these animals are highly sensitive, even minor deviations in water quality can halt feeding or lead to fatal infections. With proper care, salamanders can reach up to 30 kg in weight and 1.8 meters in length, far surpassing their wild counterparts. These husbandry practices not only improve growth efficiency and product quality, but also reduce mortality rates, essential for maintaining the economic sustainability of large-scale salamander farms. Feeding Chinese giant salamanders is a vital and complex task that shapes their health, growth, and market value. As carnivorous amphibians, they need a protein-rich diet throughout their life cycle, typically consisting of live or frozen fish, earthworms, and specially formulated high-protein pellets that simulate their natural prey. Feeding usually occurs once or twice a day, adjusted based on age, water temperature, and appetite. Overfeeding can waste costly feed and degrade water quality, so farm staff closely monitor behavior and remove leftovers to prevent bacterial growth and stress. To ensure even development, salamanders are grouped by size and age. Without regular grading, larger individuals may dominate feeding, leading to stunted growth or injury among smaller ones. Clean, cool, and oxygenated water is also essential to support digestion and feed efficiency. Under optimal conditions, salamanders reach commercial size within 3 to 5 years. With attentive care, they can grow up to 1.8 meters in length and weigh as much as 30 kilograms, far exceeding wild specimens. These outcomes are possible only through precise feeding practices, habitat control, and daily monitoring. Efficient feeding contributes significantly to farm sustainability. By maximizing growth and minimizing mortality, producers reduce feed costs and improve yield, critical for the profitability of this slow-growing, high-value species. In the world of salamander aquaculture, nutrition isn't just about growth, it's the foundation of welfare, product quality, and long-term success. Do you think there's a technology that could optimize the feeding process? Were you impressed by how Chinese farmers care for these ancient amphibians? Type 1 in the comments if you agree, or share your own thoughts below. I'd love to hear from you. Once Chinese giant salamanders reach commercial size, typically between 3 to 5 years of age, and weighing up to 30 kilograms, they are ready for harvesting. Given the species' high market value and delicate physiology, the harvesting process is designed to be low stress and hygienic. Farmers usually begin by reducing water levels in the enclosures, allowing them to gently guide the salamanders into confined areas using nets or soft barriers. To minimize stress and preserve meat-quality salamanders are often placed in cool oxygenated water or exposed to ice flakes before transport. This acts as a natural sedative, lowering their metabolism without causing harm. Transport is carried out in insulated containers with strict temperature control, especially for live delivery to restaurants or traditional medicine suppliers. Upon arrival at processing facilities, salamanders are weighed, inspected, and prepared for slaughter in compliance with hygiene regulations. The meat is typically butchered manually due to the animal's size and anatomical complexity. After evisceration and cleaning, the meat is either sold fresh, vacuum sealed, or frozen for longer storage. In some cases, salamander skin and internal organs are also preserved for medicinal or cosmetic purposes. Because of its premium status, salamander meat is handled with precision to meet the expectations of gourmet markets and medicinal buyers. Though the harvesting process is labor-intensive, careful handling ensures high product quality, maintains ethical standards, and maximizes returns for farmers operating in this niche, but lucrative industry. The Chinese giant salamander is one of China's most profitable farmed amphibians, with a single adult valued at up to $1,500. Its meat is considered a luxury delicacy, often served at banquets or used in traditional medicinal soups, while oils and extracts are processed for cosmetics and herbal remedies. Across provinces like Hunan and Shanxi, over 500 farms now raise these salamanders commercially, with some producing several tons annually. These farms bring millions in revenue and generate stable rural employment, boosting development in otherwise isolated areas. Although international exports are restricted due to conservation concerns, domestic demand remains high. Salamanders are especially popular during holidays and festivals, symbolizing health, prosperity, and longevity. Production costs are steep, requiring cold, clean water, high-protein diets, and long grow-out periods. But for well-managed farms, the returns are significant. Government subsidies are sometimes offered to farms that meet environmental and food safety standards, supporting both profit and preservation. Farming the Chinese giant salamander offers both environmental benefits and ethical challenges. On the environmental side, captive breeding helps reduce pressure on wild populations, which have declined due to habitat loss and poaching. Well-managed farms replicate natural habitats using clean, cold water with controlled oxygen and temperature systems, minimizing ecological disruption. However, risks remain. Poorly maintained farms may cause water pollution or disease outbreaks, especially if waste is not properly treated or tanks are overcrowded. Sustainable water management and regular monitoring are essential to prevent negative impacts on local ecosystems. Ethically, salamander farming raises concerns due to the species' endangered status and long lifespan. While farming can support conservation, the primary motivation remains commercial demand, especially for luxury dishes and traditional medicine. These conflicting goals pose difficult questions about animal welfare and species integrity. Best practices include minimizing stress, avoiding overcrowding, and using humane harvesting methods like natural cooling instead of chemicals. Yet such standards are not always enforced across the industry. In balancing conservation and commerce, the salamander farming sector must adopt transparent science-based guidelines to ensure its long-term viability, protecting not only the species, but also the ethical credibility of the practice. As we've seen, farming this species is no easy task. It demands pristine water, protein-rich diets, and years of careful monitoring. But when done responsibly, it offers a powerful solution, relieving pressure on wild populations, while creating jobs and preserving a piece of China's culinary and medicinal heritage. Still, serious questions remain. Raising an endangered species for profit invites ethical scrutiny. Issues like overcrowding, genetic bottlenecks, and the treatment of animals in high-density systems must be addressed to ensure the industry's future is as sustainable as it is profitable. That's why your voice matters. Do you think farming endangered animals like the Chinese giant salamander can actually help save them, or does it risk encouraging further exploitation? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to AgroWorks USA, and hit the bell so you won't miss more surprising insights from the world of agriculture and aquaculture. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next episode of AgroWorks USA.